I hereby summon all my imps. Hey everybody, it's Annabelle. Well, tomorrow is Gamescom, which means two different things. First of all, today is the very last day that you can get the 500 free credits. If you want to know how to get the 500 free credits, I did make a video on it. It's this video right here where it says 500 free credits. You can go catch it on my YouTube on Annabelle Fleetwood. So today is the very last day to get these 500 free credits. So please do that if you haven't collected them already. It will be gone tomorrow. Okay, so enough of that shameless self-promotion. So, what's going to happen tomorrow is Gamescom is coming out. And if you want to, you can go link your account to your Twitch, if you have Twitch. And you can get some stuff from Gamescom. You'll be getting a illustrated Spider-Man card, a Spider-Man avatar, 65 Spider-Man boosters, and if you already own the card, you'll be getting 120 gold. This is what the card basically looks like. It's the Max Grecke Spider-Man. You have to have everything linked to your Twitch, so please do that today if you haven't done so. The instructions are at marvelsnap.com. I'll also be putting the instructions onto the details of this particular broadcast if you want to watch, if you want to get them for that for whatever reason. Okay, so I wanted to make some predictions on some of the stuff that was going to happen at Gamescom. So these are my predictions. This is basically the perfect Gamescom start to finish for me. Some of this is stuff that I know is going to happen. Some of this is basically pie in the sky dreams. But this is basically how I think it's going to happen for tomorrow at Gamescom. So, people from Second Dinner are going to come out on stage. You're going to get Ben Brode on the stage, and the first thing that they're going to announce is that they're going to be coming to PC. And they've got a date, and the date for this is going to be October 10th. Now, the reason I have it as October 10th is there's a lot of promotion you could do for it being a 10 out of 10 day or a 10 out of 10 game. Also, that would be enough time to really build up hype for the particular PC launch date. Also, that's exactly when we would rotate into a new season. If they're not going to announce it as 10/10, they're going to announce it as 10/17. That would push it a week back. That would basically be about a year from the official release of Marvel Snap. And then they'll talk more about how they came out about a year ago. That way they could have the reset for the month not be on the same week as the PC drop. Next, we're going to talk about Twitch drops. How there's Twitch drops for this particular Gamescom, and there's going to be Twitch drops in the future. And that during the launch and the build-up for PC, they're going to put out some variants for some cards that are Gamescom exclusive variants that are going to go to big Twitch streamers. I'm talking about your Regis Kilbins, I'm talking about your Molts, I'm talking about your Drewberries. Not me, not the little guy like me. I'm talking about the big guys, and they're going to be your Twitch partners, basically. And that's when they're going to talk about the stuff that's coming out for Twitch and how so you can get stuff through Twitch. And then they're going to start talking about how people are having issues with the caches, the normal caches that you get from on a weekly basis. These caches right here are the collector's caches. So what they're going to talk about in the collector's caches is the fact that in the collector's caches, they're going to bring in emotes, and they're going to bring in stickers. Two things they've already talked about putting into the game. So this is where you'll get your emotes, and this is where you'll get your stickers. It's from these collector's caches. They're also going to talk about how they're going to get rid of this section down here, the fast boost, because with the change to how you can now buy boosts with just gold, they're going to get rid of this fast boost system. And that's where you'll be able to pick up stickers and pick up spotlights and pick up emotes if you want to just buy them for straight gold. So that's where their shop's going to be for emotes and stickers. Now, after talking about the spotlight caches, they're going to announce that they're going to release some cards and have them drop down to Series 3. They're going to talk about how a lot of cards haven't been dropped down to Series 3. They're going to announce a few cards that are coming down to Series 3. None of the big hitters, none of like the Dark Hawks or Knolls. But maybe like a Stegron or something like that. And now here's where it gets spicy. I think they're going to announce 6 brand new variants, or 6 brand new cards I should say, that are going to go straight into the Spotlight cache as soon as we go into PC launch. And the only way that you can get them is in the Spotlight cache for a while. Eventually they'll be released for collector's tokens. But these are 6 basic cards that they didn't really know how to slot them in, because they would be like for low franchises or franchises that would never have a month dedicated to them. Think of stuff like Kazar and how you get more cards for like Kazar out there. He's not big enough that he'll ever have a movie of his own or a television show of his own. This way you would boost up how many cards are in those Spotlight caches. That way, they would have more cards to pull from. They could have stuff dropped down further in the past. And these would only be, the only way you could get them would be straight from Spotlight cache to start off with. So there'd be more of a reason to go grab Spotlight caches. And the place they would appear in the Spotlight caches is you'd actually see them either be the MODOK in this particular version, or they'd be the 4th card, the yellow and blue card. So then you could sometimes get them that way, or that you could use them as to kind of help boost up what you would have. So some of the older cards could get out of the way. The next thing that I think they're going to talk about is how the Series 3 doesn't feel good anymore. And that a lot of stuff hasn't been released to Series 3. So they're going to introduce 6 other cards into Series 3. Straight into Series 3. But the way it's going to work is that you're going to only be able to pick up 1 card per week. So you go to your shop or you go to your caches. As soon as you crack open 4 caches, you get 1 of those 6. But even if you crack open more caches behind that, you'd still only get 1 of those 6. But then next week you could pick up the second one. Or if you missed the first week, you could pick up the first and the second one on the second week. And once they're done with these Series 3 drops, and these 6 weeks are over with, then they're going to release all these cards straight to Series 0. So that people who start the game, you have a nice, good starting collection to build off of. And what they're going to do is, with the Twitch drops, that's when you're going to have the gamers who are the big creators every week talk about what cards coming out for the 6, for the levels, for the big ones, for the ones that are just going to be in the Spotlight cache, and all the ones that are going to be the freebies. If you did one a week, you could actually have these people, you could have 12 Marvel Snap creators talk about one of these per week, or 2 creators talk about each one once per week. So one talks about the one that's coming out just to the series Spotlight Cash, and one talks about the one that's coming out to the Series 0. They would reveal them, they would talk about them this way, and pull pipe. And this is how you would also get the Twitch drops for them for the Gamescom's exclusive variants that existed. At this particular point, they're getting ready to wrap up. And Ben Brode announces one more thing. On the day that Twitch drops happen at the final day, when the game actually launches to PC, everybody who wants to do a Twitch drop can do a Twitch drop for a login variant. And that means big producers, small producers, even people like me, on the day will be able to do a Twitch drop for a variant. And that variant will be of a specific card that will be released on the day of the PC launch. That will be only available for like a week for that PC launch. And then will go away for a while. And then when it returns later down the road, it'll be a Series 5 card. Or maybe even a Perm 5 card. That way there's a big hype for logging in that first week. And everybody who wants to be on Twitch and wants to do Twitch drops can do it and show off what they do. I think that's my perfect Gamescom presentation from start to finish. The only thing I could possibly see them also throwing into all of this is some sort of, well, they're going to do a UI change because they're going to show the UI change for the PC change. You might also see a few extra backgrounds come in with that for the game board. And that also might be where they introduce the social feature of just letting friends in. Later on, they'll do the guilds and stuff like that, but this is where they'll announce that they'll let our friends list show up. This is everything that I think that's going to be happening at Gamescom. If you want to watch Gamescom live and pick up your free Spider-Man, it's happening tomorrow. I'll be trying to watch this live also. And if I can, I'll see if I can figure out a way to react live to this. So it's going to be tomorrow at 11 a.m., sorry. So that's right before noon, Pacific Standard Time, so that's California time. If you want to watch it live, you can go watch it live. All the information will be on Marvel Snap. To find the information on Marvel Snap, you simply go to the Marvel Snap page. This is what the main Marvel Snap page looks like. And scroll down, it'll be in the latest news. Alright, I want to thank you all so much for watching. And as always, remember, play for fun.